Floods. Floods upset the normal life of people. Water enters the homes of people and damages their belongings. Many times, the forces of flowing water is so strong that the walls of buildings develop cracks and may even collapse. A large number of animals also die. Floods destroy crops, so there is shortage of food. Even clean drinking water is not available. If the flood water does not recede, go back for long, the crop and dead bodies begin to decay. As a result, diseases like cholera, malaria, and dengue spreads due to unhygienic conditions and may at times lead to an epidemic. Drought. Like heavy rainfall, poor rainfall also creates problems for people. A condition when there is very little or no rainfall for a long period of time is known as drought. It can affect vast regions for months or years and badly affect the life of people. Effects of a drought. When there is a drought, the groundwater levels go down. There is not enough water for everyone for daily use. Even drinking water becomes scarce. Rivers and ponds dry up. Farmers are the worst affected by a drought. They cannot grow crops due to shortage of water. This leads to shortage of grains, fruits and vegetables for everyone. Things also become more expensive. There is even shortage of folders for the cattle. There is even shortage of fodder for the cattle. This leads to storage of milk in the area. Both human beings and animals may starve to death if the drought continues for long. In the year 2000, large areas of Gujarat and Rajasthan were affected by the worst drought of the century. 50 million people were affected by this drought. Thousands of cattle died of starvation. Famine. Floods as well as severe droughts are often followed by shortage of food as crops are destroyed. A famine is scarcity of food over a large area for a long time. In such conditions, people either do not get any food at all or eat a diet that is not balanced. Many people starve to death. A large number of people develop deficiency diseases. The growth of young children gets affected and many have deformed bodies due to malnutrition. One of the main causes of famine is crop failure. Every continent in the world has experienced famine at some point of time in its history. Some countries are struck by famines quite frequently, for example, Somalia and Ethiopia. Do you know? In the year 1996, North Korea was struck by a famine in which about 6 lakhs people died of starvation. In the year 2009, there was a famine in Kenya in which 10 million Kenyans faced food starvation. Cyclone. A cyclone is a very strong wind flowing with a circular motion and followed by very heavy rain. When there is a cyclone in the sea, strong winds cause high waves called tidal waves. Coastal areas and places close to the sea get flooded. Strong winds and rain cause widespread damage to life and property. Do you know? Cyclone is a violently rotating mass of air around a central calm area called eye. The area enclosed with the eye is calm and cloudless with fairly light winds. These days, satellites are used to gather information about weather. Often, weathermen or scientists are able to predict a cyclone. At such times, a warning is given to the people through television, radio, newspaper, and even public announcements are made over loudspeakers asking them to move to safer places. In India, cyclones are common in the coastal areas of Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and Tamil Nadu. Do you know storms occur not only on Earth but also on planets such as Mars and Neptune? Who takes care of people when there is a natural calamity? In case of natural calamity, rescue and relief have to be organized on a large scale. Many people need to be provided with temporary shelter, food, water, medicines and clothes have to be provided to the affected people. This emergency relief is provided by government and non-government organizations, means NGO. We as citizens can help by donating money, food items or clothes for the victims. Role of the government. Some of the common steps or procedures carried out by government organizations during a natural calamity are given below. Police personnel and firefighting department reach the affected place immediately to rescue people and maintain law and order. The army is called in to help rescue people and evacuate them from the affected areas. The army personnel also help in distribution of food packets, medicines, clothing, etc. to the affected people. The mass media services such as radio and television bring the latest news to the public on a continuous basis. Public help centers are set up to provide information about the dead or missing people to relatives and friends. Role of some important NGOs. There are some important non-government organizations which provide specific type of relief services. Red Cross Society. It is a voluntary organization. It provides medical aid and rehabilitation services to affected people. WHO, World Health Organization. This organization provides medical staff and medicines to the victim. UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. This organization provides money and other essential items like clothes, medicines, etc. for the victims. UNDP, UNDP, United Nations Development Program. This organization provides money to rehabilitate the affected people. Role of people during the times of calamity. When there is any calamity, the role of the local people is very important. People should immediately begin rescue work to save as many lives as possible and not just wait for government or non-government help to arrive. Doctors from nearby areas should reach the affected people to treat the victims. People should not spread rumors. Thank you.